So I did a Pokemon Go live stream on Wednesday, and it was really good. I had quite a lot of people in the chat. We were doing Pokemon Go raids together. Um, I leveled up to level 41, and something happened that hasn't happened before to me. Because I had a Japanese person in my chat. There's a chat window down here. I had a Japanese person in my chat jump in and write some things in Japanese. And I was like, I can answer this person because I've been doing these Duolingo streams for the last few weeks. I can introduce myself in Japanese. I can say hi. I can be polite, right? And I tried. I read their name out. I said konbanwa because it was the evening. I said good evening. I said hajimemashite, and I think I pronounced it fine. And yeah, the stream went on, and the person put a few comments there. They politely said that my Japanese was good, even though I know that it isn't. And everything was great until after the stream, when the stream had finished. And normally, what I will do is I'll go back into YouTube Studio and back into Twitch and cut the beginning of the stream to get rid of the starting soon section. And when I went back in to look at the stream, I realized that I had mispronounced the person's name. Um, Not just mispronounced, I had read it wrong. Better luck next time. Hi there. I'm Anthony Kelly, and welcome to my language learning live stream, where I'm trying to figure out if I can get good at Japanese just using apps and with the help of some friendly friends down here in the comments. Um, Based on my experience last week, I'm not there yet. It is midday Monday here in Hong Kong on the 21st of December 2020, and Christmas is coming very, very soon. We are being recorded live on twitch.tv/Anthony Kelly Yip and on youtube.com/ a random bunch of letters and numbers. Why don't we have a nice address on YouTube, you might ask? That's because in order to get a nice address on YouTube, like your own custom youtube.com/Anthony Kelly Yip, you have to have 100 subscribers. And right now we have 16, which is 3 more than last week. So we are doing quite well. If you like this stream or if you like any of my other streams, please subscribe to me on YouTube. Now, you might not be able to find it. So if you have problems finding my YouTube channel, or if you want to go and look at my Twitch channel or follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you can go over to here, anthonykelly.live, which is this website on the side, and then you will find links there to my Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And we are doing Duolingo right now, so if you want to follow me on Duolingo, AnthonyKel, because there's not enough space in the field to get Anthony Kelly. Hi there, it is nice to see you today. Um, I am going to have a look to see if I haven't brought very much for show and tell this week. In fact, I have only brought one thing. So as you know, I have been trying to learn Hiragana and Katakana, and I keep saying that, my Hiragana is fine. My Hiragana is good. It's the Katakana that I've been having problems with. And I have been very much focused on trying to learn all of the Katakana characters. Turns out that maybe my Hiragana isn't great, and that's why I pronounced that person's name wrong. So maybe I should do some Hiragana too. If this is your first time watching, and if you are a beginner learning Japanese, then you might not know that Japanese has got 3 character sets. They have Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. And I will show you that just in a second. Here's a preview of what we're going to be looking at. There are 3 different character sets. Hiragana, which I'm about to show you here, is the main character set, the first character set that you will probably learn if you are learning Japanese. And it is a phonetic character set. You can see the vowels across the top here. A, I, U, E, and O. And then underneath there are syllables starting with different consonants. So we have the K column, I guess you could say, the K row, ka, ki, ku, ke, and ko. And then the S column, sa, shi, su, se, and so. And this is hiragana. This is used mainly for Japanese words, so words that are Japanese in origin. But there is another character set that exists alongside this one, parallel to this one, you could say. And that character set is katakana. And if you look here, we still have the same vowels, a and o. Okay, we have a, I, U, E, and o, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. And it's exactly the same sounds, but the characters are written differently. And these characters are used largely for loan words. So the name of a country, for example, or for any word that is borrowed from somewhere else. And I've been trying to keep my eyes open for examples of these loan words appearing in Japanese. So I've been learning katakana here on YouTube and on Twitch for the last few weeks, and I've been trying to improve that. Maybe I need to get back to hiragana as well because I might be a little bit rusty. Oh, sorry, I just locked my tablet. But yeah, I have been keeping my eyes open for katakana words in my daily life. And for show and tell this week, I have brought you laundry detergent. Now, we have been using this laundry detergent for a few months now, and this is a little bit interesting. So let's look at the characters first. You can see. Oh, hold on. Is it going to focus? Is the camera going to try and focus? I'll put that here. Okay. It says here in katakana, arieru, arieru, and that is Ariel, right? That is Ariel. Now, as you probably know, Ariel is not Japanese. This is not a Japanese company. It is, I think it's Procter and Gamble, which is an international company. I think it's Procter and Gamble. I'm not entirely sure. But it's not a Japanese-owned company as far as I know. But here in Hong Kong, Ariel is being sold with a Japanese logo. It's got a Japanese label here on the front. And there are some words here. I hope the camera will focus on this. Okay, here it says Ribing Torai. What does that mean? Ribing. Now that could be living. Dorai. Dorai. I'm not sure what that means. I'm pretty sure it's a loan word. Oh, hold on. Living Dorai. I don't know what it means. And then the next part says ion power. Oh, power? Ion power? Ion power? Eon power? Maybe? I'm not sure what it means. Jeru. Okay, so I am not entirely sure what those katakana characters mean. I'm not even sure if they're correct. Because if you look at the back label of this, and it's all Chinese and English. And the reason this is Chinese and English is that this bottle of laundry detergent is pretending to be Japanese. In Hong Kong, here in Hong Kong, products from Japan, I imagine that marketers in Hong Kong believe that Japanese products will sell better, that they could sell something based on it being Japanese. And when Ariel first appeared in Hong Kong, well, when this particular kind of Ariel laundry detergent appeared in Hong Kong 6 months to a year ago, they were actually imported bottles of Japanese Ariel. So the front and back labels would have all been in Japanese. And they would put another sticker on top with the English and the Chinese for the Hong Kong market. But I'm looking at the back here. this has been labeled in Hong Kong, not in Japan. Um, it may have even been bottled here in Hong Kong. So the question is, why is it still in Japanese? Um, I guess it could be because the previous bottles imported from Japan were written like this, so they don't want to confuse people. But it might be just because they think that the Japanese name will sell more in Hong Kong. So they're kind of pretending that the product is Japanese. And that happens quite a lot here. That just walking around in Hong Kong, you will see Japanese names of stores that are not Japanese. You'll see products with Japanese names, like with Japanese labels that are not Japanese. Um, there must be a reason for it. There must be a reason for it. Not all of these are imported. A lot of these are being packaged locally. Excuse me. We are not sponsored by Coke Plus, the best Coca-Cola. So yeah, I'm not sure why they do that, but it's good for me because it gives me an opportunity to keep my eyes open and to learn a little bit more katakana and hiragana in my everyday life. Otherwise, you'd be limited to just, what you could learn online or in books or things like that. By the way, if you are watching live, feel free to say hello down here in the comments and just tell me who you are and to leave a smile, and I'll try to answer you. Sometimes I miss the comments because if I'm looking at the tablet and comments appear over there, I might not actually see them. But hey, okay, these are a few things that I've learned on Duolingo over the last week. I took some screenshots and I'm just going to see whether I can remember them and whether you can guess what they are. This first one in katakana is memo. Memo. And I remember exactly what this is. Memo in Japanese and English is pretty much the same thing. It is oh, it wasn't a screenshot. I did a screen recording so that it would reveal itself. Memo is a memo. A memo. Do people still use memos? I mean, I use like a notes app on my phone. Is that a memo app? Maybe? Okay, here's the next one. Okay, so this one says, can I zoom in on a video? It seems that I can't. Okay, we have 4 characters here that we've already learned. We have Mexico, Mexico, which is, do you know what it is? I think it's Mexico. Mexico. Okay, I learned that one on Monday or Tuesday. So if I can still remember this, we're doing well. Mexico. And a lot of country names have katakana names. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that that name will match with your idea of what the country is called. So, for example, Mexico in Japanese is Mexico, okay? But the Netherlands, I think we learnt was Oranda, which sounds like Holland, I guess, Oranda. Uh, Germany is not pronounced Germany. I think it's pronounced Deutsche. The names might not match. It is more likely that the name of a country will match the local pronunciation of that country, but it might not be what you call that country in your language. But luckily for me, Mexico sounds like Mexico. Mexico. It sounds like Mexico in English. Okay, what have we got next? This one was, oh, I can't remember this one. Tesuto. Tesuto. What might that be? It sounds like test. It could also be taste. And I think I remember learning test and taste last week. Tesuto. I'm going to guess that it's test, but it might not be. Let's have a look. Tesuto. What is that? Test. Not taste. Test. Tesuto. Toire. Toire. I know that one. It's a washroom. Toilet. right? Toire. I don't think I can learn like Japanese just through loan words. There's a lot of loan words in Japanese, but that can't be the only way of learning, right? Okay. Um, as I was saying earlier, I do play Pokemon Go. Go to my YouTube channel at AnthonyKel.live if you want to watch my Pokemon Go videos and the Pokemon Go live stream that we did last week. Um, I do play Pokemon Go here in Hong Kong, and I saw this the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's a Japanese name, um, Satoshi Nakamoto." Do you know who that is? I mean, there is some Satoshi Nakamoto street art here in Hong Kong. Um, I don't know who that is, but it just says the reason that I noticed it was because the name in Japanese, it has the kanji character for middle, um, which can be pronounced naka, right? And then the next one is hon, like nihon no hon. So I'm wondering, is there another way of saying that? Is the other way of saying that moto? Is that Nakamoto? I don't know. And the reason that I don't know this is because kanji characters, which are originally based on Chinese characters, often have two pronunciations. So you could have the same word in kanji, but depending on how you're using it in a sentence or what kind of a word it is, um, it could be either uh, pronounced one way or another. And I'm guessing that is Nakamoto, Satoshi Nakamoto. Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? Do you know? Do you know who this is? I'm just going to jump into a Google search. Satoshi. I've heard the name and I don't know where from. Satoshi Nakamoto. Is the hold on a second. Okay, Satoshi Nakamoto is the name used by the presumed su pseudo pseudo no, it's a pseudonym. Pseudonymous? How do you say that? Anonymous? Pseudonymous? No, pseudonymous? Welcome to my English language learning live stream. How do I say that word? This guy, who is presumably using a pseudonym, um, supposedly this is the person who developed Bitcoin. Nobody knows if this is a real person or not. Nobody has admitted to being this person. Um, they say that this is a Japanese person. If this person is real, they're likely to be very, very rich because I'm sure that in their Bitcoin wallet, they have some Bitcoin. Um, so who is this guy? Nakamoto Satoshi. Maybe is the founder of Bitcoin. Oh, wait. So there is Bitcoin in this street art, which I hadn't noticed. Okay. Again, I think I'm finding katakana and hiragana in really strange places. I was in a restaurant that I always go to for my breakfast nearby, and I saw this written on the whiteboard. I'm not sure if you can see it there clearly because it was quite far away. What does that say? Has someone written something in katakana on that whiteboard in this non-Japanese restaurant? Because it looks like me, yo, mayo, like mayo, like mayonnaise? I don't know. Mayo. What is mayo? Let's check Google Translate. We're going to type this. Oh, I'm in the wrong language here. I'll make sure that I'm in Japanese. Mayo. Oh. And we're going to try typing with the Japanese Google keyboard. Me. How do we write me? Ma, mi, mu, me. Yo. Ya. Is it? Oh, that's you. Me. Yo. Oh. I'm not even seeing it. Ah, okay. So, me, you. Mayor. It hasn't given me a translation for that, so I don't know what it is, unfortunately. I was guessing mayonnaise, but it might not be. It might just be someone writing random characters on a whiteboard. How do you say mayonnaise? Mayonnaise wouldn't be that. Mayonnaise is mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. So I don't know what that is. If you're watching this right now, do you know what this is supposed to say? Mayo? And why is it there? I wonder if it could be part of a larger piece of text that got wiped away. I've got no idea. It might not be. This could easily be because in restaurants in Hong Kong, they often use like a super simplified note form of Chinese for writing down orders. And it could be that. Like, this might not be katakana at all, but it's there. Okay, so this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. I had a live stream last Wednesday, the Wednesday just gone, playing Pokemon Go with a bunch of people following, and a lot of people were chatting and joining raids and things. And a Japanese person joined the raid, and I thought to myself, I can do this. I've been learning Duolingo for a few weeks now. I think I can try to talk to this person. So they jumped in, and the first thing they said was, "Konbanwa," good evening. And I was so happy that I saw this person's name and that I could read it, and that they wrote something in Japanese and that I could read it. Um, I was so happy with that whole thing um, that I very, very quickly replied, "Konbanwa." And then I said, "Hajimemashite, hajimemashite, nice to meet you." Which again, I was quite happy being able to say, and they answered me as well, "Hajimemashite." And there was a little bit of back and forth of this person joining in the comments and me saying, speaking a little bit of Japanese. Gavinsouto, hi, you're gonna shave your head. Good evening, konbanwa, Gavin. You're gonna shave your head too? Are you inspired by these two bald heads here, Gavin? Um, yeah, I shaved my head because my hair started thinning when I was really young. Oh, hold on. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Nice to meet you, Gavin. Um, Konnichiwa. Yeah, I started losing my hair when I was in my early 20s, and I was a little bit embarrassed by it. If you're inspired by my beautiful scalp, I think that you are the first person besides my wife who says that my bald head is beautiful, and I'm not sure if my wife is telling the truth. Um, yeah, finally, I just shaved my head. I had enough of thinning hair, and I did try different methods. Thank you for following me, Gavin. That's really nice. Um, thank you very much. Yeah, I was quite worried and upset about losing my hair because I was literally 21, 22 years old, and it was just getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And eventually I just shaved it all off, and I'm so happy that I did. I feel more comfortable now. I still go out to get it shaved, which is a little bit ridiculous that I'll go to a local shop. I'll go to like QB House or somewhere like that where they do a 10-minute just cut, and they'll just shave all my hair off because I haven't I haven't been brave enough to do it myself yet. Some of the best people are bald, some of the worst as well. But yeah, I have been shaving my head for how long now? Since I was in my 20s. And I think I look younger for it because when I was started losing my hair, um, everyone was saying how old I look. People would guess that I was in my 30s or 40s, even though I was in my like mid 20s, and I hated it. As soon as I started shaving my head, people started saying that I look younger. So yeah, I've been doing that for a while now. And I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna consider growing my hair back. I can't grow my hair back. It's not coming. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as short as I can, and I think it's fine. Fortunately, my wife doesn't mind bald men too much. I hope. So yeah, I was chatting with this Japanese person in the comments, and I was super happy that I could actually say konbanwa or konnichiwa uh, or hajimemashite. And I felt really empowered by what I'd learned. And it was only when I went back after I finished the stream, the Pokemon Go stream. I normally go back into YouTube and into Twitch, and I just cut the beginning of the stream because the beginning is just a starting soon logo that I leave on while I set everything up. And then I realized that I had been mispronouncing this lovely person's name wrong the whole time. That I had quickly looked and I thought it said Zara. I thought it was Zara. And it's not. Right there it says Zura, not Zara. I got it wrong. And I got it wrong again and again and again because I kept saying, oh, Zara-san, Zara-san. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Johnny Sins, Mr. Clean, One Punch Man, Vin Diesel, The Rock, Mike Tyson, Professor X. I think Professor X is my favorite out of the bunch. Definitely. Sir Patrick Stewart. To be honest, Patrick Stewart is probably one of the reasons. Patrick Stewart, who played Professor X and Jean-Luc Picard in the Star Trek TV shows. Um, I think that he is one of the main reasons why I thought that it was okay to shave my head because he always looked young. Like if you saw him back in Star Trek in the 1980s, and then you saw him 10 or 20 years later in the X-Men films, he didn't look that much older. I mean, he's starting to look older now, but like he's very old now. Um, but yeah, he always looked quite young. So yeah, I'm okay with my bald head. And thank goodness I am okay with my bald head. Okay, back to the katakana that I've seen over the last week. What was this one? Hold on, hold on. Oh, I just saw the bottom. The whole conceit of this section has disappeared because I've seen the answer. This one was gorilla. Gorilla. A gorilla, which I think is a pretty cool word. Um, as I was saying, we found that country names are often written boldness senses your age. So do you know how old I am? Can you guess how old I am? I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but if you get it right first time, then I will tell you if you're right or not. As we found, hair is a totem of your age. Baldness senses your age. Okay, I like that. I like that. Not that age should be that important, but yeah. Anyway, back to my katakana. Uh, you said you started losing your hair in your 20s. Okay, you can Sherlock Holmes this. I said I started losing it in my 20s, so that means that you're past your 20s. Yeah, that's right. I'm past my 20s. So 35. Oh, 35 is actually younger. I am over 35 years old. But I'm happy if I look 35 years old. I'm over it. Um, over 35. How old are you, Gavin? I do have a few. I think I've only got you watching today. Uh, but oh, you're 39. Gavin, is that your guess for me or is that your age? I need to know that before I answer. Um, I'm actually under 39, but I will be 39 quite soon. I'm 38 years old. You're not 39, sorry, I'm 38. But I'm hoping that I'm going to look exactly the same over the next 10 or 20 or 30 years. You were going to say we were this, I was going to say that. How old are you, Gavin? Am I going to find out that you're like really, really young or really, really old? Shave your head, Gavin. You should do it. You should definitely do it. Yeah, 38 years old. I'm not sure if I look 38 years old or not, but I think I'm probably in that ballpark. 17. No way. I did shave my head once when I was 17. Um, and my mother was really mad at me. She was really mad. Um, because sorry, mom, if you're watching this. My mom and my dad do sometimes watch my streams. um, my my hair was thinning a little bit when I was about that age. And then my elder sister, had the bright idea of shaving my hair so that it would all grow back the same length, so that it would look thicker. And my sister literally shaved my hair in the kitchen. And I remember walking into the living room and my mother seeing my newly shaved head, and she was really mad. She was like, Anthony, why did you shave your hair? And I said, I didn't. I said, my sister did. Sarah, she said to my sister, why did you shave your brother's head? He told me to. And we blamed each other, and my mother wasn't very happy. She was so mad, especially like back then in the UK. I think having a buzz cut made you look, um, I don't know. There was a certain kind of reputation around people with shaved heads in the UK way back then, that that you weren't good guys, right? And I think that's changed a lot, but particularly when I was younger, if you saw people with a shaved head, they might not be the good guys. And I think that my mother wasn't really impressed. She's fine now. Um, Hold on a second. You've got on two buzz cuts. So you did that younger than me. I think I was probably about 18 years old the first time that I shaved my hair. But I do feel better for it. And think about all of the time that you will save shampooing your hair, and all the time you save not drying your hair. And like if you've got your own place later on, you don't even need a hairdryer. You don't even need a hairdryer. Anyway, back to my katakana. Now you said that you've been learning Japanese. What kind of level are you? Because I am just slightly above beginner. Sorry, I just need to wipe my nose. I am slightly above beginner learning Japanese. Um, and I learned it a while back, so I did have some lessons maybe a year or more a while ago. Oh, you're on katakana too. Are you doing Duolingo? Okay, I'll show you my Duolingo in a second. Um, yeah, I've only really started getting into it now. So we traveled to Japan years ago. I got married in Japan actually. My wedding was over there. And I learned hiragana and katakana before going. And it was great. It was so useful being able to read things, right? Because you will know, even if you don't know Japanese well, you will know words like the names of food or the names of places. And there's so many loan words in Japanese too, that learning hiragana, sorry, this video is just rolling in the background. Um, Learning hiragana and katakana before you travel to Japan is super, super useful. And I don't want to overuse this word, but it's really empowering to travel somewhere like Japan and to feel almost literate. Yeah, sushi, sushi, things like that, like being able to read things like that are so useful. Uh, Teriyaki, we have sushi, we have teriyaki. Um, so I learned that, but then we haven't been to Japan for a while. Um, this year we really can't go to Japan because of all the travel restrictions and things. But, I wanted to try. You knew a bit of Italian before going to Italy. It helps though, doesn't it? Right? Before traveling somewhere, it really does help if you can learn a little bit. I think it's good to at least have the basics down. And that's what I'm kind of trying to do here. I don't know whether you can get good at a language using something like Duolingo, but it's better than nothing, right? And so far, Duolingo has been really good for learning things like katakana and hiragana and things like that. Um, I just want to jump back into what I've been doing over the past week. We have, what was this one? Gesuto. Oh, guest. Gesuto. Last week we also learned hoteru, and now we have gesuto. Okay, again, I have been doing Pokemon Go streams, and I saw this one, which I thought was quite cool. So, excuse me, one of my Twitter followers added me on Pokemon Go, and she's been sending me Pokemon Go gifts from Hokkaido. And she sent me this one, and this one says Olympic. It's for the Olympics. Olympic. Excuse me. No Olympic Games this year in Japan, but I thought that was quite nice. And if you click in on the link, Olympic, and then it has two kanji characters, and I have no idea how to say these kanji characters in Japanese, but because I live in Hong Kong and I see Chinese characters all the time, and because kanji characters are largely based on Chinese characters, um, I know that this is some kind of memorial, because that literally means memorial in Chinese. So this is an Olympic Games memorial, I guess. The 1972 Olympic War Memorial Shite. What does that say? Can you read any kanji characters, Gavin? Um, I'm not sure how to say these, but I can read the hiragana. Surumo no dearimasu. Maybe, maybe. Olympic. We can read that. Olympic for the Olympic Games. Okay, what else did we have? We had country names. Russia, uh, Taneru, tunnel. Uh, this is what you were talking about. Do I have a Discord? I don't have a Discord server, Gavin. I have a Discord account. Uh, I do want to set up something on Discord. Actually, I was hoping to set up Discord for Pokemon Go raids and for playing Among Us because I really want to play Among Us with microphones and I haven't been able to do that yet. Uh, but I wouldn't mind setting up some kind of Discord. What do you think? I do have a Discord account, and I'll see whether I can. How do you add people on Discord? Do I need to send an invite to you? Because I have joined some servers and things. How would I add you? Hold on a second. I am in my Discord on my phone. And I don't know how to add you yet. You can DM me later on if you want. I'm not sure if you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, but you can send me a message, or you could go over to Instagram or Twitter, AnthonyKel Yip, and just send me a DM over there. And maybe I could add you on Discord later on. But I don't have a Discord server yet or anything, so maybe that will come later. We'll figure that out later. But this is what you were talking about before. Restaurant. Restaurants. Hello, DeRosen. DeRosen. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Do you two know each other? You look like you know each other. Nice to see you both. Hello, everybody. It's nice to have more than one person here as well. I can only see one person watching now, but I'm seeing two people online. So I'm not sure how that works. What's up, both of you? How are you both doing? Okay, is that all of them now? Okay. Do you two know each other? See, this is why we need a Discord server. Okay, hold on a second. Um, do you two know each other like IRL or just online? It's nice to see you both here. Hold on a second. I'm going to jump back into Duolingo to see if I'm better than Gavin. Gavin, if you are in Duolingo, Aussie completed a 100-day streak. No way, Aussie. Aussie is not watching. Um, but wow, he's doing well. He's definitely doing well. He's been learning Japanese and Spanish. Um, where's my friends list? There should be a friends list here. Oh, okay, here it is. By the way, Gavin, if you have Duolingo, you can add me. The username is this one here, AnthonyKel, and then I can make sure that you're studying hard and studying every day. I mean, Ozzy is studying every day. He's doing really well, and he's studying about the same amount as me, which is not much. I go into Duolingo once a day to try to complete my streak. Uh, but I don't do that much. I will normally run through one exercise just to make sure that I'm, uh, you know, trying to keep up to date. Just online, we watch Call of Duty streams together. Nice, nice. You've been lacking recently. Do you know what? The main reason why I'm doing this silly stream, because to be honest, why would anyone want to stream Duolingo? Right? If you go online and you look at the number of people streaming Duolingo right now, it is a ridiculously small number of people. Um, but then again, by streaming Duolingo, I can easily be like in the top 10 Duolingo streamers at any given time. Gavin, how do you know him? Him? Me? Am I him? Yeah, Gavin, how do you know me? Did you just stumble across this stream? How do you know me? I'm being stalked by Gavin. Um, there are not that many people streaming Duolingo. Like, if I were to stream Call of Duty, I would be like really, really, really far down on the list of streamers. Um, let's do a quick Duolingo search here, just for the games. Look at that. I am one of the top 2 Duolingo streamers in the world right now. I would never be that in Fortnite. You've got so many Duolingo streamers on your Duolingo account. I follow Duolingo as a category. Um, yeah, there are people following it. You are here with 10,000 other people following Duolingo. Um, but there's not that many people streaming it at any given time. So I can actually be, you know, even on a busy day, there's probably like 10 people on Twitch streaming Duolingo at any given time. So I'm consistently one of the top 10 Duolingo streamers just by nature of starting a stream. But I would never be that on Fortnite. Um, I would never be that on Pokemon Go. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Duolingo, feel free to add me. It is Anthony Kel, Kel, right there. Um, and I will make sure that you're studying hard. Um, yeah, you guys can whisper in the background. How's everybody else doing? How's Nick doing? Is he studying at all? No, Nick's been lazy this week. Ozzy is still studying hard. Where's Katie hiding? Let's see if she's been working hard this week. And Katie only did Duolingo yesterday, so people have been lazy. Um, I've been doing it every day because I know that I've got a Duolingo stream every Monday. So I know that I will be embarrassed if I come on here and I haven't done any Duolingo like lessons throughout the week. So that is keeping me going. Um, now, if you look here, it looks like I haven't been doing very much. Watch this. all gold. Uh, I have been doing well. I don't know if you know this, Gavin, but Duolingo has this page now where they teach the katakana and hiragana characters. And I think this is new. I don't remember this being here when I learned Duolingo a few years ago. And for me, it's been quite good because I had problems learning katakana. I think that a lot of these characters look quite similar to each other. So I've been focusing on trying to improve my katakana over the last few weeks. And I've finished all of the characters, and now we're on what they call here dakuon. I thought that was a dakten, that little symbol in the corner, that little, it looks almost like a speech mark, that little dakten over there, and that's what I'm doing now. Hold on a second. I follow you. Yeah, but I don't know how to make them gold. When I click on them, it just makes a sound. No, 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 no. You don't click on them, Gavin. There's this great big fat button up here called Learn the Characters. You have to do this. You have to go in and you have to do the lesson. And when you get it right a certain number of times, it will tell you that it will turn them gold. So yeah, you can just click on them for the sound, but you can go in and do the exercise. And the exercises are quite good. Okay, let's learn to read katakana. Remember that base characters that start with an S usually have a Z sound when they become dakuon. Dakuon? How is this pronounced? Zero. This is not Coke Zero because Coke Zero is horrible. This is Coke Plus. This is Coke pretending to be a health drink. Okay, so we have za, zu, ze, and zo. But remember that the shi changes into a ji sound when you use dakten, when you use a dakuon. Okay, so I'll show you what the lesson's like. Sorry, I do have allergies. Excuse me. Okay, our first word is, let's just turn up the volume. Za. And one thing that is quite nice, and it only does this the first time you learn a word, and I wish it did it more, is that it shows you how to write the character as well with the correct stroke order. So, za, 1, 2, 3, and you don't need to be perfect. You can just be kind of like nearby, and it will write it perfectly. Yeah, you can write them, but it will only do this once for each character, and I find that quite upsetting. I would like to do it more than once. I would like it if there was just a writing section. Uh, Now I'm not going to cancel my Duolingo Plus subscription. Um, I I've never paid for Duolingo, but it's showing that I've got Duolingo Plus. I don't know if I got that as like a promotion or for like inviting people to the app, but I have got unlimited hearts on my tablet. I haven't got that on my phone, even though it's the same account. So I don't know how any of this is working. Okay, you were going to cancel Duo for Wanakani because Wanakani has that, but I didn't know Duo has it. Again, it only does it once. Okay, once you've done it, it just does the normal Duolingo thing of za. Okay, okay, we have ji, ji. You get it from inviting people. I think that's how I got it. Or you can apply as a teacher. I can't be a teacher. Ji. Now, I always remember because I used to get these two characters wrong in katakana. So ignore the dakten. This word shi, like if you take away the dakten on the side, it's shi, right? And I would always confuse that with zu, which is lines going across and then down like that. And the way that I remember it is that the way that I remember the katakana is that the shi in hiragana goes down and up. And then in katakana, this shi, or in this case, ji, is also down and up. And that was how I remembered it. It took me a while to remember that. Because so many katakana words look exactly, not exactly, so many katakana words are quite similar to each other. It was a little bit confusing for me. Ji, we know that one. Ji. Okay, here we have mi, gu, za, and te, right? Right? And we're going to do za. I remember it because the eyeball on the smiley face points down into. Yeah, people have told me that it's a smiley face. Okay, okay. Okay, we're in this together. We're practicing with 11,700 people. That is at the high end. Okay, that's a ji, and she points sideways. Okay, okay. We have ko, ra, se, and ji. Here's the thing, Gavin. It's like everybody finds their own little ways of remembering things. Like you associate things with other words. So earlier on, I was looking at, I don't know if you were watching then, but there was this a person's name, and the surname was Nakamoto. And the reason that I remembered that the kanji character for middle is Naka is that I like a singer called Nakashima Mika. And her name in Chinese also begins with that character, Naka. So there's no practice button on your phone. At the top, it should say learn the characters or something like that. Are you using iPhone or Android? Because I've been doing this on Android and I've got a button. Um, but my wife uses Duolingo on her iPhone, and I know that it's sometimes a little bit different. But it was a. We'll have a look. We'll finish this quickly, and then we'll see whether it's in the same place on yours. Okay, we have ji. Okay, we have zu, which sounds like that other word, zu, right? Is it exactly the same pronunciation? Zu. Okay, we've got that. Okay, here we have nu. Okay, let's get no button. Oh no, Gavin. I wonder if there's a reason. Have you got any other devices around? Have you got like a spare Android phone or an Android tablet that you could have a look at to see whether it's on there? Um, or maybe you could like borrow someone else's phone and see whether it's on there, because I don't know whether this is an iPhone thing or not. I'm going to have a look at my wife's phone later to see whether she's got that button. Um, or it might just be that this is a new thing. Maybe it hasn't rolled out to iPhone yet, because I know it's only been on, I think it's only been on Android for a few weeks. I'll check my Chromebook. Can you run Android apps on your Chromebook? I think you can, can't you? Because the Duolingo website is like different again. Uh, Back to ways of remembering things. You might remember that that she and zu are smiley faces. I remember that nu looks like a chopstick holding noodles. That's how I remember that. Nu. So we all have our own ways of remembering things. That helps me. Nu. And then if there's no chopstick, I remember that as being like meh, meh. Za, he, ko. What did she want? Za. Sorry, I forgot that. Za. We're doing well. Okay, we have he, ma, chi, and ho. Uh, ma and mu to me always look the same. I remember that this is ma because it's pointing upwards like a capital A, and mu is pointing downwards like a U. Oh, by the way, Gavin, have you followed a channel on YouTube called Japanese Pod 101? Um, and they have some good videos on there for learning Japanese. Um, they also have a lot of videos trying to sell their subscription services that I haven't tried. But if you go to Japanese Pod 101 and find a video called All Hiragana in 1 hour and All Katakana in 1 hour, okay, check is there are these 60-minute videos where they go through all of the characters. I can load it up right here. Hold on a sec, Evan. Okay, Japanese Pod 101. No, I need to search for all hiragana. Okay, it's this one. This is the video that you want to find. All hiragana. Oh, you've watched them both, right? You get things like this, like ki. They say looks like a key. And I think this helped me. I do, because like I remember some of the words because they look like the thing that the teacher says that they look like. I remembered other characters because they look nothing like the thing that she said that they look like. And yeah, that's quite interesting. I can remember the fact that this doesn't look like the thing they say it looks like. There's like UFO. It doesn't look like a UFO. But oh, you've already watched those videos. I don't like that I can't type out kanji though. On the Google keyboard, so let me just have a look here. So I'm just going to, where can I type? I can type here on the YouTube thing. Okay, so if I change to Japanese, on the Duolingo, have you tried the Google keyboard before? Because it's quite good. They have like a, ka, sa, ta, na, ha, or wa, ma, ya, and ra on the keyboard. And then if you want to do like the different vowel sounds, so you have a here, I to the left, U. You can't download anything on your school keyboard, even if it's for loading. Is this on your Chromebook? Because in your Chromebook, there might be a school computer. Yeah, I'm not sure how you could do that. Wait, I thought that every student had figured out ways to sideload, like things that shouldn't be on their computers, right? Um, if you are using a Chromebook, I don't know if there's any language settings that you can play with in there uh, to type in Japanese. I don't even know how to type Japanese on a real keyboard. Your fingers type faster than your brain. That's You'll get suspended if you do. Yeah, don't do that, Gavin. Don't get suspended. But see if you can download the Google Keyboard on iPhone, because I don't know, but on Android, if you download the main Google Keyboard, you can just go into the settings on the keyboard and you can turn on whatever languages you want to turn on. So I've got Japanese turned on here, and the Japanese keyboard on the Google keyboard is quite good. So you swipe to type. So you tap for a, you swipe left for I, you swipe up for U, you swipe right for a, I, U, e, and you swipe down for o. And then you would have the same thing for like ka. You tap it for ka, left for ki, up for ku. If you want to add a dakten, you press it here. You have a hiragana keyboard on iPhone, but they don't have kanji. No, watch this, okay? So if you can download the Google keyboard on your phone, okay? If I type in a and then I do I, I've got I right there. I. So it will suggest the kanji to you based on the hiragana that you type. So we just wrote Naka, right? Nakamoto, Naka. If I type in Naka, see? I have already got Naka, what was that? Naka something, san. I can't remember how to say that kanji. So yeah, the Google keyboard will suggest the kanji as you're typing. And it means that you don't need to remember how to write the kanji. You just need to recognize it, right? If I type in Nakashima, okay. Nakashi, sashi, Nakashima. There you go. This is the surname, Nakashima. Hold on. Yeah, you've got it, sensei. Sensei. It works. Can you write gakusei? Gakusei, gakusei. Ka, ga, ku, kakiku. Sashi su se. Say. Sashi. Gakusei. See? Student. It works. And it works really well. Hey, Gavin. You can now type kanji on your keyboard. You can tell people, I know how to type kanji in Japanese on my phone. It's great. That's good. That is very good. Where did we get to with our, oh, we're not even halfway through. Hold on a second. Select the correct character for ji. We know that. Okay, because it goes down and up. And then we've got a dakten. No worries, Gavin. No worries. It's a good keyboard. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you, Gavin. Zu. That was this one. Again, I don't know if there's any difference in pronunciation between this zu and the other zu. You never noticed that. There was a drop down button that you never noticed. You got it now. Yeah, because when you said that you can't type kanji on your that it was a hiragana keyboard, that sounded a little bit strange to me because it's very rare that you will see just hiragana by itself. So I've got, let me just have a look here. As you know, I have a Pokemon Go stream on youtube.com/a random bunch of letters and numbers. I did stream Pokemon Go, and I have an app called Pokemon Home, and I'm just going to quickly load this. I've got to turn down the volume because I remember it was noisy. And in this app, which should pop up in English, I think. No, it has. Is it English or is it Japanese? Tap to start. Okay, so you will notice here. Oh goodness, it's got to load. Please wait a moment. Okay, you will notice on this screen that we've got hiragana, katakana, no kanji. There are no kanji characters here at all. So if I find the settings, I think the settings, where are the settings hiding? I can't even remember how to use this without help. Was it here? Settings. Okay, so if I check where are the language settings hiding? Okay. So these are the language settings, and I'll just slide them up a little bit. So at the top here, you can see language settings, and it says in hiragana, Nihongo, and then it says hiragana. And the reason that it's just hiragana is that this app, this Pokemon Home app, is going to be used by kids. And kids don't know a lot of the kanji. So they've got the hiragana only version. There is also a kanji version. It says Nihongo kanji. And if I change here, this is more like the regular Japanese that an adult would read. Or you can change that to be just hiragana, so kids can read it as well. Because if you're like primary school age, I don't think that you're going to be able to read all those kanji characters. But even here, where it says that it is Nihongo, hiragana, there is a lot of katakana here as well, right? So if we look at the top, Pokemon is written, hey, you can write Nihon. Pokemon at the top here is written in katakana, not hiragana, because it's not a real Japanese word. So when you said that you had a hiragana keyboard, that raised a few question marks above my head. I was like, why would you have only a hiragana keyboard? Here, when I type on my, can I type here? No, I can't. When I type on my Japanese keyboard here, you type in hiragana, but it presents to you hiragana or katakana where it thinks it's appropriate, or kanji, if there's a kanji word with the same pronunciation. So I hope that's useful for you. I really do. What were we doing? We're doing Duolingo. Okay, two, right? Oh, I turned down the volume. Two. Excellent. Ze. Okay, we're still writing. So it's se, but with a dakten to make it Zet, now you're excited. You should be. You should be. By the way, Gavin, when I was your age, I was really excited about learning Cantonese. Um, I hadn't really seen like any like Japanese movies or anything when I was younger, not many. I wasn't really into anime as a kid. Um, I didn't know much Japanese music, but I had seen Hong Kong movies and I had listened to Hong Kong songs, and I was 17 years old and super interested in learning Cantonese. So I did. I learned it, I studied it. Back then, we didn't have Duolingo. I went to evening classes to learn Cantonese. And then fast forward, however many years it is, and I'm living in Hong Kong. Um, so I'm looking at you learning Japanese age 17. And if you wanted to, like if you really studied hard, you could get good at Japanese. Like you could get really good, native speaker good, if you worked at it. Um, you're super interested in Japanese supermodels. I don't know any Japanese supermodels. Um, I know the models, like model spaceships and toys and things. I don't know any models. Um, but honestly, if you studied hard and if you focused, who knows like how good you could be. Like I'm here living in Hong Kong now, and my whole life changed because when I was 17, I had an unhealthy obsession with learning Cantonese. Right? That got me here. Um, and I'm only slightly regretful that I didn't learn Japanese when I was 17 because who knows, maybe I would be in Japan right now, not in Hong Kong, if I had learned Japanese at the age of 17. Zet, we know that one. We're good. Zet. So, by the way, normally what I would do is I would read all of the characters aloud individually to make sure that I'd got them. Um, but I'm kind of rushing through this right now. So, Dakten, excuse me. Nice, you're learning Japanese so you can request deployments in Japan after this school year is over. No way, is that like a military deployment? That'd be that would be good if you could request to go out there. Um, yeah, that would be really good, and it's a nice opportunity for you as well. You do that and you write the new ones down. I haven't been writing. I haven't. I've been speaking. I've been reading. I've been typing. I haven't been writing. And I probably should. When I was learning Cantonese back in the day, um, I used to write them all down as well. For your job, you got an intelligence job. Are you allowed to tell me that? Have you just ruined your job prospects by writing it in a Twitch chat? Don't tell anybody. Do you need me to cut this part out? So I get confused between so and because it's just like that line is at a different angle. Yes, I can tell you that. Okay, good. That's all you can tell me. Leave it there. Okay, we have tu, chi, uh, Havoc. Are you streaming on Twitch too? I am streaming on Twitch too, Havoc. hxvoq. I'm not sure how I would say that. Sugoi. Sugoi. Hajime mashite. We're learning Japanese. Yeah, so if you go to AnthonyKel.live, that is this page here, AnthonyKel.live, and just wait for that to load. And down here at the bottom, there are links here to my YouTube and to my Twitch, and I'm streaming on both. So yeah, if you prefer to watch me on YouTube, you can. If you prefer to watch me on Twitch, I can. At least for now, Sugoi. At least for now, you can watch on both. You can watch on both. If I ever stream just on one platform or the other, I will make sure to tell you. Uh, it does sound like so good. Again, we all have silly ways of remembering things. Oh, what was the other one? There's a few words like that where it somehow sounds like another thing, and you remember it that way. Um, yeah, I also have a Twitter account over here, And normally, before I go live, I will put a quick tweet up there that you can jump into. So, but I mean, that's just a link to AnthonyKel Yip anyway, to anthonykelly.live, sorry. Yeah, it's nice to see you here. How are you? We are doing Duolingo and we're learning katakana right now. Nihongo. That's awesome. I'm learning too. Are you learning with Duolingo? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm thinking Vogue, like Star Trek Vogue. Havoc, hxvoq. I'm not sure how to say that. Yeah, we're learning on Duolingo. I think Gavin's using Duolingo too. And so far it's quite good. It's quite good. Okay, we have zu, chi, ka, and ri, right? I was thinking it was havoc as well. I'm going to call you Havoc. I hope that's all right. If it's not right, then please tell us. That's cool that you can talk to someone on YouTube through Twitch. Gavin, normally you can't. But because if you are a Twitch affiliate, which is I don't know how many like subscribers you have to become a Twitch affiliate, there are some rules on Twitch that say that you're not allowed to multi-stream, that whatever you stream to Twitch as an affiliate has to be exclusive to Twitch for like I think it's a day. Uh, so most people on Twitch who have any kind of following will stream live to Twitch and then they will release the YouTube stream like a day later. And it means that you can't really do what we're doing right now, where because I've got the chat box down here, the chat box, sorry, that you can actually chat with someone on YouTube or on Twitch at the same time. But for me, I've got how many followers was it on? I've got very few followers on Twitch. This is a very small channel. So at least for now, we can stream to both at the same time. Hey, RozenSalt, how you doing? I haven't seen you for, oh, I saw you last week, didn't I? How are you doing these days? Um, Good afternoon. Konnichiwa. It's nice to see you today. Um, Havoc, do you know any kanji so far? I was just telling Gavin before you joined that I live in Hong Kong, and because of that, I see Chinese characters all the time. And I see a lot. So, kanji characters are largely similar to the Chinese characters that we use in Hong Kong. So, when I see these words, I'll recognize them. Uh, but it doesn't mean that I know how to say them in Japanese, unless I've got some kind of unless I've learned that character. How is Hong Kong? Hong Kong is cold today, and you are going to think that I'm ridiculous when I say this because let me just jump here. It is 19 degrees Celsius today in Hong Kong, going down to 13 degrees at night. Um, And that might not sound cold at all, but you have to remember that Hong Kong is only cold for like a couple of months a year, and we don't have any central heating in our apartment at least. So basically, we keep warm with extra blankets in the evening. Are the radicals the same in Kanji as Mandarin? Um, so in Hong Kong, we speak Cantonese, not Mandarin, and there's two kind of versions. I heard that Japanese was created so much new kanji and that the Chinese people started using some of the kanji the Japanese made. Okay, so the Chinese language right now is kind of split between the traditional Chinese characters that they use in Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, and the simplified characters that you see used in China and in Singapore. And simplified characters are kind of like a note form of the traditional characters with a lot of the strokes missing. The Japanese would have adopted kanji characters from China before it was simplified. So most kanji characters look like the traditional characters that we see in Hong Kong. There are some minor differences. So sometimes you'll see a word, hey, wait, what all languages do you speak Cantonese? Since you said Hong Kong, I do speak Cantonese. Um, I also teach English to children who don't know that I speak Cantonese, so I hope they're not watching. Okay, anyway, I do speak Cantonese. Um, so the kanji characters that you see in Japanese, some of them are exactly the same as traditional Chinese characters. Some of them are a little bit different. And sometimes we will see kanji characters and I won't know what they are. Let me just find an example. I will see whether I can uh, find one. There is a restaurant near here. Okay, let me just jump in and we'll see whether we can see it or not. I'm going to try and street view this and see whether the restaurant name. Okay, here we go. So this is a restaurant near my home and it has a kanji character here. So on the left, that's south, and the word south is the same in Chinese and in Japanese. Um, it is the south of Hainan, which is actually a region in China, -1 degree in New York, and that's warm winter weather. Yeah, I get it. Like I lived in the UK, I grew up in the UK, and I thought that it was. I remember a couple of years back, I called my father on the telephone, um, and my father asked me, "What's the weather like?" And I said, "It's really cold. It's 14 degrees." And I said, "How about back in England?" And my dad said, "Oh, it's quite warm. It's 13 degrees." It's different. It feels different. You have heating. We don't. Okay, this character on the right here in Japanese is eki, right? Eki. And you see this character in Japan all the time. And it means station. Wanna be famous, wanna be famous. Can I ban this person? I, how can I get this person out of the chat? Spam bots. Yeah, I can see them, Rosen. I'm just not sure how to kill them. I mean, hopefully they will not keep appearing. Please wait while I jump into Twitch and see whether I can report that or get rid of it. Okay, where's my Twitch chat? Prime Gaming chats and video, channel and videos. How can I kill someone from the chat? Stream manager, activity feed, clip that. How can I report somebody? On my side, I can't see how to report these people. Hold on a second. Mod, time them out. Okay, I'm going to ban Shaq. Shaq is now banned. Whoa, I've never banned anyone before. And I'm going to ban that other person who just posted the same spam message. Hopefully I didn't ban any of you. Philippine. Yeah, RozenSalt's from the Philippines, right? I need chat mods. Is Nani Kanji? Yes, that is. That is the same in Mandarin. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I've just been banning people. I do need chat mods. If I had more people watching, then I would have chat mods. Um, okay, sorry. Okay, so this restaurant near my home has this character Eki at the end. And in Hong Kong, the only time you ever see this character is when it is something that is trying to look Japanese, because we don't use this character in Chinese. It might be a Chinese word, but it's not used very much unless something is trying to look Japanese. So there's a shopping mall that has this character in its name, and it's instantly recognizable as being a Japanese word. A lot of people think that it means the same thing as Zam, station, but that's a different character. Okay, how do you say, do you speak Cantonese? In Cantonese? Okay, hold on a second, Havoc. Hold on. In the Philippines, we consider 30 degrees Celsius cold weather because it is always hot and humid here. Yeah, I know. Okay, how do you say, do you speak Cantonese in Cantonese? 你識唔識講廣東話? 你, which means you. 識唔識, do you know? Or can you speak? 你識唔識講? Gong is speak. Guangdonghua, Cantonese. 你識唔識講廣東話？我唔識嘅。Cantonese, there you go. Welcome to my Cantonese language learning lesson. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch of chat back then. Havoc asked me before, is nani ho in Mandarin? Yes, that we use the same character for nani. It's the same word. Okay, shall we get back to Duolingo for a bit, or I could just stay here in the chat. I'm happy to chat with you guys. I'm very happy there's a bunch of people here as well. So, what was that? So we have su, mi, ha, and zo. Okay, RozenSalt says, is there a big difference between Mandarin and Cantonese? The grammar is largely the same. So written Cantonese, when people write Chinese in Hong Kong, excuse me, and when they write it in Taiwan or in China, the structure of a sentence and the vocabulary used are largely based on Mandarin Chinese. So if you buy a Chinese book, you can read, like a Taiwanese person would be able to read a Hong Kong book. A Hong Kong person would be able to read a book from Taiwan. They use the same character sets and mostly the same vocabulary, and most of it matches up quite well. You say Guangdonghua. It sounds like it, but I don't. Okay. Hold on a second. Are you saying Guangdong Donghua? Guangdonghua. Yeah, that's how to say Cantonese in Cantonese. So, as a written language, if you ignore the difference between character sets, the structure and the grammar and the vocabulary are largely the same. That said, when you speak Cantonese, they speak a little bit differently. So there is some specific Cantonese vocabulary, and even words with the same vocabulary would be pronounced differently between Mandarin and Cantonese. And even though they are technically both dialects of Chinese, if a Mandarin speaking person had never heard Cantonese in their lives, which is rare, like normally you would have heard something, if a Mandarin speaking person had never heard Cantonese, or if a Cantonese speaking person had never heard Mandarin before, I think that they would be unintelligible to each other. Like there are things that sound similar, but not much. You wouldn't be able to communicate unless you had some experience of the other dialect. So they are very close to being different languages. That said, these days with media, right, and by these days I mean like, in the last 50, 60, 70 years, people in Hong Kong have learned Mandarin songs, and they've watched movies where people speak Mandarin. People in Taiwan would have watched like Hong Kong movies back in the day, and they have been so exposed to each other's dialects that it's a little bit easier to understand what the other people are saying. Yeah, so it's for me, I can't speak Mandarin very well. If I wanted to learn, it probably wouldn't be that big a leap because I've already got my foundation in Cantonese. So if I were to learn Mandarin, it wouldn't be that difficult, I guess. I just haven't really learned. Um, I don't know. Right now I'm more interested in learning Japanese. Are the tones different? Yeah, the tones are different. So if you speak Mandarin, there are less tones in Mandarin than there are in Cantonese. And in case you don't know, Chinese is a tonal language. So the word ma and ma are different words. Even though you might write them down, yeah, mom and horse, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That ma is mother in Cantonese and ma is horse. Or my and my. My with a rising tone is to buy something, and my with a flat tone is to sell something. So you could have things with a different tone that have completely different meanings. Fortunately, um, I mean, like as a student, you should pay attention to your tones. Um, but a lot of the time you will get it from context, like just like learning any language. Yeah, don't mix up mum and horse. Uh, try not to mix them up. There's a lot of examples in Cantonese like that. Um, it seems hard, but a lot of the time, I think that once you get your head around something, what previously felt hard becomes easy. And not only does it become easy, it becomes useful. So when I first started learning Cantonese, I thought that words of different tone sounded all the same to me, and I would get mixed up all the time. But as you learn more and more, and you become more and more sensitive to um, the tone then informs you, and it becomes easier to understand. Your mother tongue is also kind of tone-based too. Is Tagalog a tone-based language? Because yeah, once you're used to it, it's fine. Um, so for me, I think that Mandarin for me is harder than Cantonese because there are less tones and there's a lot more words in Mandarin with exactly the same pronunciation or very similar pronunciations to each other. And I find that more difficult, not less difficult. Um, I had the same problem with like hiragana and katakana, where with katakana, there's a few words in there that look almost the same. And when, oh, hold on a second, ba, what? Are they going down? Is that Tagalog, Rosen? Because there's a lot of bars there. It would be embarrassing to introduce your horse when it's your mum. It would, Havoc, it really would. But again, like context, most of the time when you're introducing a horse, people will not think that this is your mother. I mean, I have never introduced a horse and confused them with my mother. So, excuse me for wiping my nose all the time. Okay, then. Oh, what was that? I'm going to still, we can chat and keep going ahead with this exercise. Chimu. Chi? Mu. Chimu. What if the horse was your mum? Okay, let me just keep going. Here, I think we have ze, su. No. Ze, su, ji, zo, and shi. Is that right? Su, ji, zo, and shi. I'm just going to keep going in the background. You guys can continue talking because I will jump into your conversation at any time. Sa, zu, ze, and ho. This is a hard exercise, which just means that they're not going to speak. Zo, we remember that one. So you have zo, za, zu, and ze. Everything in life is repetition. You know that's right. Okay, we have za, gi, se, sa, and mu. Oh, I wasn't paying attention there. I said za, right? Za. You need to do more hard exercises. 3 more followers until the 10 follower milestone. Is that a major milestone on Twitch? Um, hold on a second. Let me just check. Now, my milestone that I want to get to is the 100 followers on YouTube, just because I want to get my own custom address. Hold on a second. Okay. According to AnthonyKel.live, I have 7 followers on Twitch and 16 on YouTube. And yeah, I'm trying to get good setup for only 7 followers. Am I doing okay here? Because this is, you say only 7 followers. I can't imagine how to manage a stream like this if I had like 70. Like if there were 10 times as many people in the chat, I don't even know how I would talk to you guys. No, right now this is quite nice. I like this number. za, gi, se, sa, and mu. My streaming adventure all started when I was walking around Hong Kong. You haven't studied Japanese for a while now, but I do know the basics and some advanced stuff. What's your YouTube? Dude, go to AnthonyKel.live. Right there, there's a link to the YouTube channel. By the way, my YouTube channel has got videos of me just walking around Hong Kong and catching Pokemon and walking around Hong Kong and catching Pokemon. If that sounds interesting to you, yeah, look at this, look at this. Thank you, RozenSalt. This address annoys me so much because it is just like random letters and numbers. And that is why I want 100 followers on YouTube. Not because I want 100 people in my stream, because that would be ridiculous. Um, but because I would like that to be youtube.com/AnthonyKellyYip, and it's not. It's not there yet. So I have 16 followers now. That is 3 more than last week. So we're doing well. But yeah, my aim is not a Twitch aim. I'm a little bit worried that like if I get too many followers on Twitch, that I'm not going to be able to multi-stream anymore. Right now, I can multi-stream to both platforms. If Twitch are like, hey, do you want to be a Twitch affiliate? Hey, thanks, Havoc, for subscribing. I hope that you like my videos. Subtits YouTube to make my dreams come true. Thanks, Rosen. Yeah, I just want to have a nice address. That is all it is. So here is the reason why I started this very, very silly stream. I was having lunch in a really nice part of Hong Kong. And my wife and I, like, we watch some live streams together sometimes. There's this guy, there's a channel on YouTube called Only in Japan. And I don't know if you follow this channel. There's a guy called John who lives in Japan, and he's done a lot of like TV stuff out there before. And he makes these really nice videos walking around Japan and seeing different things. He does some pre-recorded videos, but he does a lot of live streams. And hold on a second. If you want more followers on Twitch or YouTube, you can stream gaming stuff. That's why, RozenSalt, didn't you watch my Pokemon Go stream last Wednesday, where a whole bunch of people jumped in? I didn't know that I could get that many subscribers without, not subscribers, I could get that many people watching without trying. All I had to do was to play a little bit of Pokemon Go, and the people started jumping in. But anyway, we were watching this channel on YouTube of a guy walking around Japan. And my wife said to me, you could do that. And I was like, could I though? Could I? And one day I was having lunch by myself in a nice part of Hong Kong. And then I sent a message to my wife saying, like, where I was. And she said, why don't you stream it? And I was like, I guess I could. So I promptly downloaded Streamlabs onto my phone and I live streamed walking around town from my phone. And it was terrible. It was really bad because, like, holding a phone and walking around is really horrible. Like, it's shaky. The video quality is worse because you're shaking. And it just wasn't very good. And then I did more streams. I got myself a little gimbal so I could walk around with my phone. And I decided to do a Duolingo stream as well. You can only watch YouTube. That's fine, Havoc. I'm still streaming to YouTube. You can still hang around. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. So yeah, I ended up just wandering around and streaming. And then I thought, why don't I stream my Duolingo learning? And that's basically where all this came from. And week by week, I think that it's getting a little bit better. So I did another walk around town a couple of weeks ago, and the video quality was better, and it was much more stable, and it was kind of fun. I started making Pokemon Go videos, and I'm literally learning video editing as I go. So if you see my very first like Pokemon Go video that I made, that was also my first time ever using editing software. Uh, so I think that my videos are getting better. I think, but I'm learning it all by myself right now, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I don't know how much time I'm going to kind of commit to this. Like right now, I don't mind sitting here for like a couple of hours every Monday because it's Monday here in Hong Kong and doing streams with you guys. But beyond that, I don't know how many streams I'm going to be doing. Um, I might throw in some Pokemon Go streams every now and then and try some different things. Oh, hey, Jordy. I am learning Japanese. Zero. Do you remember how to spell that one? Zero. Not Coke Plus, Coke Zero. Havoc, your net is so slow. Where are you, Havoc? I don't know if you can turn down the video quality on YouTube on a live stream. Yeah, but hopefully you can still see us and still hear us. Zero. That was ze. It's a se with a dakten. Ro. I remember ro because it isn't round. Does that make sense? Havoc. Konnichiwa. Konbanwa. Hello, everybody. We are learning Japanese. Okay, appetizing helps fund Duolingo's mission. No thanks, Duolingo. Okay, so we're doing quite well. We have finished all of our katakana characters. We are learning our dakuon, and the combo characters are coming soon. So there you go. We haven't done hiragana yet. I'm wondering if we should get back into some real Japanese lessons. So I've got hiragana 2 that I've done, but I haven't finished. And we've got intro, which is like sentences and things. Let's have a look. YouTube poggers in the woods south of us, lol. 6 viewers. I know. No. I can see 7 viewers here because I can see like on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time. So I'm seeing at least 7. There could be more. Who knows? Okay. If we want to make lots of mistakes, we could jump into intro. It's on 1440. Hold on. Not 1440. You're on 144p. Oh my God. Havoc. Thank you very much for joining our stream on 144p. Can you even read the chat on your screen? Because it's a little bit difficult to read in 144p, I think. Okay, I want to do this one, intro, because I'm bound to get so much wrong. Okay, are you ready? So wholesome. Hold on. Okay. There's going to be some kanji characters mixed in here as well. So let's see how we go. I know this first one, and I hope that Gavin in the States, right? I hope that you know this word too. America Jin. And now that Gavin's got his Japanese keyboard, he should be able to write it. Yo, Rosen's in 360p. Rosen's got the best internet. Okay, Gavin, can you, with your keyboard, write America Jin? Can you do it? You finished intro 1? I haven't. Yeah, Gavin, you should be able to write it. Now that you got your Japanese keyboard. America Jin. America Jin. Now this next one looks like he, but it's really be because it's got the dakten, right? Be. I'm going to get confused by this one because all those katakana characters look the same. I think this one is we. America Jin. Thank you, Gavin. I hope you didn't copy and no, I know you didn't copy and paste that. I know you know how to type America Jin. America Jin des. Oh, イギリス人です。イギリス人です。This one is 出身. I know that one. 出身. I think there's a break in there. 出身. And we have が. Yeah, Shushin is birthplace, right, Rosen? And I remember years ago, again, I'm, I've got my horrible allergies here. Sorry. Um, I'll put that back here. I remember there is a sentence like, "Where are you from?" Is that proof that you didn't copy it? America, Jin. Yes, it is. That's good enough proof. Thank you. Thank you. I've had this connection since 2011. I'm used to it. You should never be used to 100, 144p. That's how we used to watch YouTube back in the day. I remember when YouTube was like, great, there's so many videos, but they all look terrible. We'd have to BitTorrent the good stuff. Okay. Oh, I'm from the US. That is exactly what we were talking about. I'm from the US. How do you type that in Japanese? Guys, crowdsourcing. Okay. We need the word America. We need Shushin. What was the sentence? I haven't learned this in years. I'm from the US. We're going to write this with a Japanese keyboard because we're brave. Uh, wait till you get Philippine internet. So you say Philippine internet sucks, Rosen, but you're on 360p. Whoa, Gavin, you got 60 frames per second? Oh, 648p is one of those weird Twitch TV resolutions. Okay, I'm from the US. Do we start with America? America something Shushin des? Now, Rosen, you've said America Shushin desu. That's a question, but I'm wondering if there needs to be a particle at the end of America. Is it like America wa or America o? Would it be like America wa America o? Shushin is like where you're from, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna type in America first. Ah, me, ma, mi, mu, me. Oh, sorry. A, me, ri, ra, ri, ka. America. Okay, so we've got America. What do you think, guys? We have 0 Japanese viewers in our chat right now. Um, unlike my Pokemon Go stream where I had Japanese people in there. America, 大有心,大有心. Havoc, you're 2 minutes behind? Oh no, your poor chat. Uh, I don't know how good this video is coming across. So my internet is, sorry guys, we're on fiber here, 1,000 megabits per second. um, so hopefully things are not too bad at my end, and I hope that you can all see me clearly. The kanji suggestions aren't that good. Yeah, so, but I think that might just be because there are different words with the same sound, right? So if you are writing that, maybe, I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, America, I'm gonna guess America wa, and remember wa is ha. Shushin desu. Sashi su. Is that shu? Shin? Shin? No, that's not right. I'm typing this wrong. Imagine if the world is ending and Havoc doesn't know about it for 2 minutes. That's great. Havoc can enjoy the last 2 minutes. What? Hey, Havoc, 1 gigabit per second for like, how much is like 200 Hong Kong dollars? Like 100 and, hold on, I've gone the wrong way around. That would be like 20 US dollars a month, 20 something US dollars a month for gigabit internet. You're on 170 kilobits per second? Wait, that's 2G speeds. Or is that 3G? That's like barely 3G. Shushin. We still haven't written this. We still haven't written Shushin. Shoot. Maybe it's like Sashi. How do we type this? That's expensive? Hold on. Rosen, that's so messed up. 1 gigabit. I'm on 100. What's messed up from Rosen? The 2 minute end of the world, or the 40 megabits per second? Okay. Yeah, what is that in American dollars? So I get, where's the calculator? I spend 200 Hong Kong dollars on 1,000 megabits per second. So in US, I think that would be 25 US dollars a month for gigabit internet, which is, I think that's all right. Okay, I've given up typing this. Shushin? Okay. America. Hey, there's no what. Shushin. Who said that before? Someone said America Shushin des. I think that was Rosen, right? Should we try it? Rosen was right. We didn't need what or oh. Rosen was right. You just noticed Anthony has Citus too. I do. I'm glad that was the app that you noticed and not the not suitable for work ones. No, I'm joking. I do have Citus too. I haven't paid for Citus too. I got it like free on a Google Play Store sale or something like that. Um, I don't play it much, but I do like Citus. The songs are really good and it's quite fun. Okay. America Shushin des. Rosen is right. I'm wrong. And I still don't know how to type Shushin on the keyboard. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, wait, this is gonna. Okay, I found out what we did wrong. So, Shushin is here. Shushin is a shi and a yu, a mini zu, and then a shi. Let's try this. So, if I just type somewhere, where can I type? I'll do a Google search for Shushin. You can see Sven Eats Olaf's Nose, Pokemon Go Sylvian, couple of gaming Instagram, Satoshi Nakamoto. You can see, there you go. My searches are not too bad. Hold on a second. Okay, and now I've forgotten what it was. Okay. Sa shi yu ya yi shu mini yu. Oh, what was the next one? Then there was a zu. How do I get a mini yu? I think that you have to type in shi and yu, and then you have to press it straight away, but I can't see it. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to take shun and then just delete the n off the end. Shu zu. How do I get a mini zu? Okay, mini zu. Shin. Shi. Oh, yes. I can type Japanese, but it didn't give me the kanji. Oh, no. Okay. Maybe we can do this. Sven Eats Olaf's Nose. What's up with that? Okay. My sister sent me a video of a rabbit eating a carrot nose of a snowman, of a mini snowman. And as a reply to her message, I sent her an animated GIF of Sven from Frozen eating Olaf's carrot nose. That's where that comes from. It makes sense. Okay, let's try this. Shu Shin. Look at that. Okay. Turns out you don't need to worry about the mini characters. If you just type all of the characters in Shushin, all the hiragana characters, it will come up with the kanji word for you on the Google keyboard. So bear that in mind. You don't need to worry about making all the mini characters like I did. Okay. アメリカ人。
アメリカ人。
だ。
だ。
む。
む。
で。
で。
We're good. Okay then. Nice to meet you. What are we going to say here? We're going to say hajimemashite. But we're going to try and write it because we're brave. Hajimemashite. Ha. Ji with a duck ten. Hajime. Ma. Mi. Mu. Me. Hajimemashite. Ta. Ti. Tu. Te. Hajimemashite. And I'm showing off here by choosing the option with the kanji. Okay, it's easier to type special characters on the computer than the Apple keyboard. Again, Gavin, Google keyboard. I think you can download it. No, wait, what? What did I get wrong? Did I type that wrong? I mean, I wrote kanji. Hajimemashite. Hajimemashite. What's wrong here? Okay. I don't know what's wrong there. I think that's how you write nice to meet you in Japanese. Hajimemashite, right? Let's do a Google Translate. Rosen says that it's because I put kanji there, but I'd hoped that Duolingo would accept that because they do want us to use kanji, right? Let's try again. Hajimemashite. Haji. Mamimume. Hajimemashite. Hajimemashite. It's right. We didn't get the kanji wrong. You can type an equals to make the syllable smaller. Oh, is that like if you use it on the computer? So you just press equals and you get the mini character? That's quite cool. Wait, how does it work on the computer? Are you typing it in Romaji? Like, are you just typing it out in English? And then it's Havoc says, if he keeps doing this, I'm going to watch Peppa Pig. No worries, Havoc. Peppa Pig's great. What if you want? You could come back in later on and have a look at what we're doing. I mean, I'm not going to stay online for too long because we've already been here for how long? 2 hours. And I do have to go out in a little bit. But if you do leave us Havoc, then later on when you're on faster internet or if you can find some good Wi-Fi, then have a look at the YouTube channel. And thank you for subscribing. Oh. America Shushin desu. We know what that means. America Shushin desu. Igirisu Shushin desu. Also, you type in Romanchi. Is it Romachi or Romanchi? Romachi. So fast. Okay. Back to English. I'm from America. I want to be in America. This is me. I am British. Igirisu. Is that right? Ai. Kakigi. Igirisu. Igirisu. Sashisu. Igirisu. Now we've got the kanji here. I'm too scared to press it now because we got that wrong last time. So I'm just going to write igirisu. Can we write jin in kanji? They've taught us jin. They expect us to know jin. I'm going to write jin. Igirisu jin desu. Tati de su. Sashi su. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. You accidentally bought a French keyboard for your PC. Now you can type in English and French. How different is a French keyboard? I should go around town speaking Cantonese. You can flex on your French grandpa. I like I said before, I do teach some I tutor some kids, and I don't want them to know that I can speak Cantonese. So if I'm doing YouTube videos walking around and speaking Cantonese, then my secret will be out. Okay, okay, look at that. For ikirisu jin, it's okay if I write jin in kanji. That's weird. Um, okay, let's keep.
はじめまして、ジョンです。
Hey, we know what this is.
はじめまして、ジョンです。
I know what's going on here. Hajimemashite. Nice to meet you. John des. I'm John. Hajimemashite. Anthony des. There are so many syllables that make the same sound in kanji. I think so. I am from the UK. So that would be Ikirisu shushin desu. No need for a particle, right? We've already got that. Ikirisu, I, gi, ri, su, sashi, su. Ikirisu in katakana, shushin. So shushin was shi, yu, ya. Oh, that's yo. Shu. There was a tsu. Shushin. We're going to use kanji because we can. Shushin desu. Ta ti tu de desu. Okay, so I think I've got this. I think that if they've taught you the kanji in Duolingo, that you can type kanji or hiragana. But if they haven't taught it to you, then it will say that you're wrong. So let's try this. Do you think this is right? Igirisu shushin desu. Yay. Okay then. Nice to meet you. I am John. I'd Cantonese as. Do you mean is Cantonese as popular as Mandarin? Hold on, I just need to wipe my nose again. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. I know it's horrible. So in Hong Kong, they Cantonese is the mother tongue here, and kids will learn Mandarin at school. And if there are kids who have one or more parents who are from the mainland or from Taiwan, they will know Mandarin as well. But Cantonese is the mother tongue language here. So if you live in Hong Kong, you can basically live and just speak Cantonese. Um, that said, if you want to travel to the mainland or to Taiwan, then you need to speak Mandarin because Mandarin is the language spoken by like the majority of Chinese people in the world. Um, but yeah, if you live in Hong Kong, you can get away with Cantonese. Uh, I mean, I would probably say that you couldn't get away with just speaking Mandarin in Hong Kong because some local people just don't speak it very well.
フランス人です。
Hold on. I need another tissue for my eyes because I'm crying thinking about French people. フランス人です. Hey, フランス人です. This is RozenSalt's grandfather speaking. フランス人です. I am French. I'm French. Cool, 5 in a row. We're doing well. I'm going to finish this exercise and then that's going to be all for today because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here and I haven't had my lunch yet. I'm from France. Oh, okay. France. Hey, how do you write fu? France. I think is it fu? France. Do you think that's right? France. Wait, no way, Gavin. It's 2 a.m. We'll finish up and I'll let you get some sleep, okay? Thank you for staying with me until 2 a.m. Time differences kind of suck. I had one. I was doing the same stream a couple of weeks ago, and there was someone watching from the Netherlands, and they had woken up at like 6 a.m. and they were watching me on an Xbox. Um, so yeah, time differences. I've got no idea what would be the best time to stream anything. Okay, I'm from France. France. You don't plan on sleeping. Okay. Uh, 出 出身. Oh, no, 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 that's wrong. 出身. フランス出身です。です。フランス出身です. Rosen slept at 3 a.m. You can't sleep properly? You've got Japanese to learn, Gavin. Especially if we're going to go to Japan.
イギリス人です。
Hey, that's me. イギリス人です。
イギリス人です。
イギリス人です. I am British. Yay. Okay, hold on a second. Something John des. Oh, I know what this is. This is going to be a hajimemashite, right? Hajimemashite. John des. Hajimemashite. Anthony des. Nice to meet you. I am John.
はじめまして。
Hajimemashite. Nice to meet you. This is easier than I thought it would be.
アメリカ人です。
We know that. I'm American. Oh, I don't know what I wrote there. So what countries do we know? We know America, イギリス, Oranda for the Netherlands, Oranda 人です. Is Germany ドイツ人です. フランス人です. 日本人です. Oh, Hong Kong 人です. Okay. I am French. Now they say they're making this harder, but I think we can do this because we know how to write France. フランス、はひふ、フランス. Hey, I'm getting fast at typing this. フランス人です。We got this. フランス人です. And this is a lovely sentence that has katakana, kanji, and hiragana all together. Gavin, what did you write just there? Nice to meet you. Okay, we can write this. はじめまして。はじめまみむめ。はじめまして。はじめま. Is that right? No, what did I write? I just wrote something weird. はじめまして. And we're not going to write the kanji because the last time we wrote kanji, it said that we were wrong. So we're just going to write it in hiragana. Amazing. Hey, look, I was just talking to you about the stream that we watch online of John in Japan who just walks around live streaming.
You use your hands to check your temperature.
Look how many guys he's got in his comments. How does he do it? You can't, I mean, this guy needs a mod. He needs a chat mod. He probably has chat bots. Look at this. You can't have a conversation like that. No, no, no. We don't want that many followers. I think that 4, 5, 6, 7 viewers at any given time is pretty good. But yeah, these are the videos that we were watching that kind of inspired me to start live streaming. Okay, there we go. We have finished our exercise. Intro 1, level 3 is coming along nicely. It's a lot, isn't it? It really is a lot. And I think I'm going to have to leave it there because I am going to go and have to get something to eat. It is 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Thank you for coming, Gavin, and whoever else is still here. I think RozenSalt's still around. But it's been really nice having so many people here, and it was a really nice chat as well. So don't forget, you can go to anthonykelly.live for all those follows there there. Um, on my YouTube, there'll be Pokemon Go videos. I might do a Pokemon Go stream later in the week. If I can figure out how to use Discord, and if I can get enough people together, I might do an Among Us stream at some point because Among Us is really fun. And I would like to play with voice chat instead of text chat. And I would like to play with real people instead of the weird people that you find in servers. Um, so I might do an Among Us stream at some point, maybe. And on my Twitter, you will find me at Anthony Kelly Yip. Uh, こんばんは. Gavin san, こんばんは. On Instagram, I have some Pokemon Go AR photography. It's not great, but it's okay. And we now have 18 subscribers on YouTube. We're doing really well. Thank you for coming, everybody. I am going to make a move now, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks, RozenSalt, and thank you, Gavin, as well, and anyone else who's still hanging around. So take care, everyone, and I'm going to go now. So see you next time. Goodbye.